Ms. White Turner, and today we are going to be learning about one-point perspective. We'll start with just how to use a ruler and paper to create. We're going to create 8 boxes, all going to the one-point perspective. And thank you to Delance Garner, my cameraman, and we will begin. Thank you. And you go ahead and pan out to the class so you can see my class. And they are my first class that will be able to do this, and they'll follow along with us. Alrighty, thank you. Now, I'm going to do it by hand, and Delance will record it. So, what you're going to do is when you are using a ruler and using one-point perspective, the first thing you must do is find the center of your paper. And the way we can find I forgot pencils. I like to have a couple of pencils just in case. We use the edge of the ruler to center the paper. So everybody get their ruler out. And what we'll do is we'll put the ruler on the... You'll have to kind of sit up straight so you can see the side. Because the ruler is straight on the edge, and so is the paper. Okay? You can look right up there, young man, at the big screen, and I am right up there. So we're going to go to the edge of the paper, and I'm going to go over to 10 and 11. I have my 12 over here on the side, and I'm just going to make a 1-inch mark from 11 to 10, or 10 to 11. And I'm only going to make it the width of my ruler. Your width of your ruler might be smaller, it might be larger. But I'm just going to do the same thing from 11 to 10 on the bottom. Okay? Do you have those two done? Give me thumbs up if you have both of those lines drawn. Let me turn this other light on. There you go. So I have 2 lines drawn. So, do you have the 2 lines drawn? Okay, so let's repeat what I did. I lined the ruler up with my paper. Say, line the ruler up with my paper. The paper is straight. The ruler is straight. I put my pencil at number 10. And I draw a line horizontal to 11. That's 1 inch. Then I follow the ruler down to 10 on the bottom portion. To the bottom portion of the ruler. I didn't move the ruler. And I just make a line going across from about 10 to 11. If you go wider than that, it's okay. You can erase. Okay? Don't draw really, really hard. Now I'm going to turn my ruler up vertical. I turn my ruler up vertical. I line the paper up with the ruler just like I did horizontal. Alrighty, so I put my pencil on the edge of where I put 11, and I line my ruler up, and I come down real lightly, and I do the same thing on both sides of the ruler. And we have our first box. It's a little over 1 inch, but it's okay because the box is square. The box is square. But Miss Turner, how do I find the middle of the paper? Well, you can use your ruler and put it on the very edge of the paper. Go to where you think the middle is. Then slide the ruler down. And do the same thing on the other side. And you kind of find the X, and that's going to be your vanishing point. VP, vanishing point. And then you can erase the X around it. You want to draw very lightly because you're going to erase all of the lines eventually. Okay? Put both hands up in the air if you were able to make the first square. Both hands in the air if you were able to make both squares. That one square. Both hands in the air if you have your first square done. Okay. Hands down. Now, one hand up if you were able to find your vanishing point in the center of your paper. One hand up. Okay, let's go over that one more time. I'm going to put my ruler over here towards the edge of the paper. I'm going to line it up with the very corner. Then I'm going to do another trick. Remember, I'm always telling you about informal math. Use your pencil to meet it. To be the other half of your ruler. And you make a little mark. It's going to be between 6.5 and 7.5. Okay? So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Use my pencil as my other portion of my ruler. Line it up with the corner up there. And you make a little tiny X. And I was actually off 1/4 of an inch from my vanishing point. So both hands up if you have the vanishing point and you understood what I just did. Both hands up if you understand what I just did. You don't understand at all. Mr. Ryan, could you show Mr. Yes, him in the yellow shirt. Mr. Kobe. Okay, raise your hands up again if you found the vanishing point. Both hands up if you found the vanishing point. If you need help, hands down. If you need help, put thumb up. Okay? Peyton, would you guys go and help those folks that need help? Cindy, could you explain it to Sarah IE? Now, if you've already finished that one and you understood it, now you get to go to the middle of the paper. So we know where our vanishing point is right here in the center. You're just going to put your ruler right there. Line it up on the top, and you go from 10 to 11 again. Mark on the other side. Now, what did I do up here? I made sure that the ruler was even with the paper.
It's 902. It's 902.
And then I'm going to create the second square. And you do it on the top and the bottom. And I just made my second square. Now put your name in the bottom right hand corner. And please put at the end of there, put what class period that is, and it's first period. I need you to do that now, please. And you'll actually draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. All right? So it is time to go. Very quietly, let's stand up. I'll get your papers at the front door. Unless you want to pass them so that they'll all be together. Actually, Ryan is willing to accept those, and I'll go to the front door.
You want to sign out?